Right guys, welcome back. Just a short video this week. Got a couple of long videos out the past couple of times, but I'm off on a long weekend this weekend, so don't really have much spare time. Got a few things planned, but I was sitting in the house twiddling my thumbs and looking at my camera bag and my drone bag, sitting there doing nothing, and I thought, I'll come out, take a couple of photos and maybe get a bit of footage that I've been wanting to get since I got the drone. So we're doing in this woodland area. You might recognise this bridge from a photo I've done before, from a couple of photos I've done before. But back in Glamswood, and the area that I'm going to be setting the drone off is just up behind you there, and it's a nice wide open space, and hopefully when we come up above the canopy we'll see a bonny castle, a very bonny castle. But is it bonny enough? I think it is, personally. But why don't we go and set the drone up, get that set up and see what we can catch. See if we can get some decent footage of it. We're a wee bit away from the castle. We'll probably be about, if we were to line up the castle drive, we'd be about halfway down the castle drive, so I'm thinking we should get some pretty decent footage. So grab the drone and let's go. So if you're into photography as much as I am, sometimes you sit and imagine all the pictures that you can take at the weekend, especially if you're working on a full-time job through the week that's nothing to do with photography. And you know the feeling when you're in the middle of doing something and then an idea just pops into your head? Wait a minute. Like a good photo idea, just instantly in your head, and then you can't stop thinking about that, and you're thinking about locations, and you're thinking about ideas, lighting, what time of day. 101 things are going through your head. But it just seems to happen when you're doing something else, when you're in busy mode, and these ideas pop into your head. And that's what's kind of happened to me today. When I got the drone, I was wanting to take this shot of the castle, but I wanted to take it from a certain position that when I was younger I used to go camping it, and it's not very far from the castle, and I think the drone, from this vantage point, the drone will look pretty, it'll be a pretty cool shot, maybe coming up through the trees from the Glamswood and shooting across towards the castle. So I've got a nice big open area, ideal for letting the drone go for takeoff. I've been caught out a couple of times with the trees in the past few videos. I just about lost my drone in a couple of trees, to be honest, like panic stations. It was a bit of a nervy moment because the drone's not a cheap piece of equipment, and my heart was in my mouth because I thought the drone was gonna, it just took off by itself. Off it went, away, and I couldn't get control of it again. I must have lost connection with my controller, and I did panic a wee bit. So I've learnt from that lesson. I was awfully close to the trees and it wanted to come down through the trees when it was landing. So I've learnt my lesson there. So I'm in a nice open space, a wee bit windy, but we'll go for it anyway. And I think it should look pretty spectacular. This video won't really have much photos, but I'm going to take a few photos because that's what it's all about. But the drone's just a different angle for people to see things, and I think it should look pretty good. So we'll go and get cracking with that. So I'll stick my camera down for this because it just dangles about off my neck. But nice open space to set the drone off. I've been caught out a couple of times with my drone and it's just about crashed into a few trees. So here's hoping this is the correct place to let it take off. Here's hoping anyway. aye, drone footage done. I'm hoping that it's as good as what I think it's going to be. Wait a minute, I'll just straighten you up a wee bit. I'm hoping it's as good as what I'm hoping it's going to be. I'm hoping it's good as what I'm hoping it's going to be. I'm hoping it's as good as I think it's going to be, and I think it is. It looked pretty decent, and I'm quite excited about it, to be honest. And all that drone work is kind of thirsty work. So what? Oh, I know what you're thinking. Ginger drinking ginger. Very Scottishy though. Very Scottishy. I don't think you'll see anything more Scottishy on the internet for quite a while, to be honest. Ginger drinking ginger. Anyway, I'll pack up the drone and start making my way through the woods and see what kind of photos I can get on the way back to the car, I think. Maybe get the drone out again, because I've got another battery. I've got a couple of spare batteries. That was one battery used. You get about 30 minutes to a battery, so that's one battery used. And I've got another battery sitting there primed and ready to go, so we'll walk back towards the car and see what we can get. So the whole point of the video today, although it's just a short video, is to, if you've got an idea in your head, if you've thought about it and you've got all of the ideas and locations and time of day and everything like that all kind of set, just go for it. If you've got a spare couple of hours like I've got had today, that's what I've done. I've grabbed my stuff, jumped in the car and went for it. And I think it's been pretty beneficial. Act on impulse. Got an idea, go and get it before you forget, and then it's an idea that you'll never get ever, because the basics of it, the initial foundation of your idea, the best bit, to be honest, is that as soon as it pops into your head, if you don't act on impulse, then you're going to lose that, and then you start modifying it, overthinking it, and then that idea is gone, and it's a watered down version of, but maybe I'll change this, maybe I'll change that, maybe I'll do this, maybe I'll do that. Just get the idea in your head. If you've got a spare 20 minutes, if all you're doing is cleaning like what I was doing, in the car, get to your location, get the footage shot or the pictures taken, Bob's your uncle. Idea done, documented, and available for everybody to see, and it's not forgotten about, which honestly, heaps of my ideas that pop into my head, and I never follow them through, and then I kick myself because I start thinking about it later on in the week or a couple of days later, and I'm like, why did I not just act on impulse and go and do that there and then before I forget? So that's kind of the point of the video this week. Act on impulse. If you've got an idea, go and get it, and hopefully you'll be reeling in the fruits of your labour. So thanks again for watching, and subscribe if you can, hit the like button, leave a comment below, and I'll see you next time, wherever that'll be. And thanks again for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Cheers.